We live now. Let's wait. Let me close this. Let's wait for some brothers to basically join. You know, but hey, yeah, man, we live now. Let me see. Close this too. Just bear with us for a minute. We're just gonna, set up a few things. Close this.
You gonna set the cameras? So your hands free as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the camera down in a minute, but I wanna check. I wanna check out if everything is set up good. Close this. While the Arkham is coming. And it's really, you can really see that you need a fast computer for this thing, man. Actually, a laptop is not good. You should have a PC.
They actually got laptops that are more quick, man, but they cost a lot more.
Yeah.
For like 1,000.
Yeah, these game laptops, right? For these gamers.
But yeah. you can also do a lot of things like what we're doing right now too as well. Which is really good.
We gonna go into it. See, everything is set up. Let me check out. Everything is set. Set up. Let me check out. I wanna know if the connection is good too, But it's loading.
Your laptop is loading?
No, the stream.
Yeah. Well, on my thing, it's just playing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I turned off the volume so we can get it in right now. Set up the camera. No, Salakia. The brother is not gonna be visible. But yeah, man. We're gonna go into these scriptures and go into the topic of today, man. But yeah, first and foremost, like always, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elder apostles of GMS for teaching us this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's pushing this word, this is salient and truth all over the four corners of the earth. I'm gonna ask the brother, to speak loud and clear, so my phone here on the side is gonna be able to hear it. But if you can play the news feed that you that you found, you know, and state where it is from.
This news clip is coming from RT, all right, and it's talking about basically Trump, you know, provoking Europe, basically telling getting Europe to be like, hey man, if you provoke Iran, you're gonna bring danger towards us.
Gone. Exactly.
So you know, you can see here that, you know, these are one of the prophecies that are in Jeremiah 51:1. That the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is raising up these nations to go against Babylon, which is known as America.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna play this clip.
Gone.
Oh shit! Hold on.
You got it?
From this, I'm now joined by RT's Maria Finoshina. Well, hi there, Matt.
Yeah, Satan, man. Satan always comes up in the thing as soon as the live stream starts, man. Let's call the brother back, man. Always, man. See this?
Yeah.
As soon as we start the live stream, Satan comes up in the game, man. This is bullshit.
Yeah, always.
Always, man.
Always. Every time we got a lesson or we studying or reading, he'll come in the midst and be like, y'all niggas is doing too much.
This thing needs to stop. So, okay, Babakasha, please play the video from the start.
God,
Donald Trump doesn't change his policy towards Iran, it will pose a great danger for Europe. That's according to Germany's foreign minister. Sigmar Gabriel's comments come after the US president hinted he'd pull out of Washington's nuclear deal with Tehran. Well, for more on this, I'm now joined by RT's Maria Finoshina. Well, hi there, Masha. What more did Germany's foreign minister have to say?
Yeah, hi, Kate. Not only Germany fears that US may withdraw from the landmark Iranian deal, but we hear that it has also accused the US of, quotation, replacing the rule of law by the rule of the strongest. We've heard that from Germany's foreign minister, who has said that Germany is and will be committed to the landmark deal with Iran, supposed to curb the country's nuclear program that Berlin helped negotiate, and added that Germany, Britain, France, all together are urging the US to give up the idea of pulling out of the accord. And if this doesn't happen, the world will change. But although this is a very dangerous scenario for the whole world, for Europe, for America as well, according to Germany's foreign minister, it is a very likely scenario, America's withdrawal from the Iranian accord. Donald Trump has been a vocal critic of the accord for a long time, accusing Iran of not fulfilling its obligations. But it seems that this is the opinion that Europe is not quite sharing. We've heard from separate countries involved in the accord, and as well as from the nuclear watchdog MAGATE and the European Union leadership, that they are quite satisfied with how Iran is dealing with this deal.
We have agreed on the fact that all sides are implementing so far fully the agreement as it has been certified by the IAEA 8 times for what concerns the nuclear commitments of Iran.
Can you press
The
pause?
international community has been concerned about Iran's possibility to build its own
Press pause.
nuclear bomb for long.
Huh?
Pause. Gone. So what you see is this new age that we live in, these times that we are living in. Everything is evolved around nuclear weapons, nuclear capability. The US having this landmark contract with Iran, trying to break it up. You know, this whole thing is evolved around a nuclear war, man.
Hey, let me get that. That's Isaiah 54.
Go on, get that real quick.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Can you read it again, Baba Kishore?
God. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Mm-hmm.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Exactly. So that instrument that Yahweh Shai is bringing forth are these nuclear missiles, man. So you see every news article that pops up and every event that pops up is evolved around these nuclear missiles, man. Because the war, the Third World War that is coming is concerning these nuclear missiles, man. You know, that's what we teach in the highways and byways. The Third World War is gonna be with fire, man. Thus said the Bible, you know. So you see these countries are basically playing with fire. Literally, they are literally playing with fire. You know, dealing with all these nuclear weapons. They call it weapons of mass destruction. You know, and that's beautiful seeing the times that we are in, man. That they are using these weapons of mass destruction. You know, so can you skip to the part where they start talking about Donald Trump is putting Europe in danger?
You want me to go back to that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear it yet, so I don't know. Maybe you skipped over it.
No, it was already talking about it.
Oh, okay. Then just continue, man. Where they explaining that?
Okay, come.
The nuclear commitments of Iran.
The international community has been concerned about Iran's possibility to build its own nuclear bomb for a long time, and just for decades it has been simply impossible to reach any agreement with the country. And this is what happened in 2015 when five nations, Russia, China, France, Britain, and Germany, together with Iran, set and reached an agreement designed to curb the country's nuclear program and to stop the country building its own nuclear bomb, which may pose threat to the entire world. It was taken by many, viewed by many as a landmark, as a breakthrough, and this is why, while many are expecting U.S. To withdraw from this accord later this week, fears are that the international security and safety could be under threat. Back to you, Kate.
Did worry.
That's it.
Gone. So basically, yeah. Speak on it.
Khan, you know, and this also goes into the thing that it talks about in Job 33 and 15. You know, because even though that they feel like, they need to stop it, you know, from this happening, and this is the prophecy is going to happen regardless of what people think, you know.
Gone.
So you won't, because there's no actual free will, you know, as they say.
Yeah, man. But they were speaking about that the actions of Donald Trump can cause problems for Europe, right?
Yeah, that was at the beginning.
Yeah, bring it back to the beginning.
God.
Because I believe we missed that, man.
Donald Trump doesn't change his policy towards Iran, it will pose a great danger for Europe.
Exactly. Hey, that's the point already, man. Because Donald Trump doesn't bring back the agreements and the words he said concerning Iran, it can pose a great threat for Europe, man. So we're gonna go into the prophecies concerning all of this. That basically America is gonna pop off certain things wherewith Europe is not gonna be happy, man. You know? And thus said the Bible that even Europe is eventually gonna shoot missiles towards America, man.
America, which is known as Babylon.
Which is known as Babylon. So we're gonna go into all of that. You know? So let's just start off with the first scripture, Revelation chapter 17 and 16. If you can read it for me. Babu Kasha, I'm gonna set up this other thing. Hold up. And you know what's funny? On the radio, what I constantly hear is basically marketing companies saying, make sure your company is Trump proof, you know, because they know that Trump is this guy that takes actions without thinking. You know, he's this how you say that in Dutch. What?
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman, but he takes a lot of risks. He thinks so-called ruling this world is the same as as his business, you know. But there are many things at stake, man. That's why he's the perfect candidate to be in the office, man. So even concerning the economy, Donald Trump and Europe are clashing. You know, they are clashing. I read this article today. Trump war on Europe economy. Um, Trump's currency war against Germany could destroy the EU. You know, so all these things, you know, not only between Russia and America, America and North Korea. Not only that, but also frictions between America and Europe is rousing up, man. You know, that's why this thing that's gonna pop off is gonna be a world war. So yeah, let's go into the scriptures. Can you read it,
Revelations chapter 17, verse, we'll start at 15.
Go on.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are people and multitudes and nations and tongues.
Exactly, the waters represent the people, and the whore represents America, man. Because America is a great whore, and if you look at if you look at America only, you can see it, man. You know, you got all types of worshiping methods in America, man. You got the heifer.
Idolatry.
Yeah, it's an idolatrous country, man. You got the this heifer, this big heifer. I don't know where it is. This big bull, this golden calf. Basically, all these Latina bitches go there and they touch the balls and shit. I believe it's in DC. Then you got the Beyonce church. You got a Beyonce church in America, man. You got this
Beyonce Bible.
Beyonce Bible. You got this temple made for Baal. Or it was in England. In England or in America.
In America too as well.
Yeah. Then you got the pyramids there. You got the obelisk standing in front of the White House. Hey, you got all these things, and basically.
Statue of Mary. You got all kinds of idols that are sitting there in America.
Yeah, man.
These people worship.
Come.
And these Edomites, they know that, and they do this on purpose because it brings out a satanic vibration.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what the people are doing. They're committing spiritual fornication.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a whore, man.
Exactly. You know, spiritual fornication plus with their doctrines and stuff, they are leading our people away, man. You know.
That's right.
So read on.
That to stay in power. These Edomites, they know this, you know.
Yeah, man. You're right.
They keep us in gross darkness.
Gone.
verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the poor.
Exactly.
And shall make
The 10 horns, what ye shall see upon the beast, represents Europe, man. Because if you go into the breakdown of the dragon with the 10 horns, it represents these European kings, man. Because the scriptures say that the 10 horns shall have rulership with the horn with the beast, you know, for an hour. So these horns represent these European countries, man. You know.
That's Satan again, man.
You know, these 10 horns represent these European countries. So can you read it again?
God. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Yes, so there's gonna come a point in time that Europe is gonna look towards America like, hey, this enough is enough, you know. You know, America or Europe is gonna hate the whore, man, which is America. Read on.
I shall make her desolate and naked.
Shall
and
make
shall
her
eat
desolate,
flesh.
desolate and naked. How do you make someone desolate and naked, man? You know, desolate means there's nothing left. There's nothing left of it, man. If a place is desolate, there's nothing to be found there. You don't have no business going there. It's desolate. It's like a desert. Gone, it's a desert, man.
Come on, man.
You know? Read on.
God. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
And burn her with fire. So there's gonna come a point in time wherein Europe is gonna basically burn America with fire, man. Burn America with fire. Hey, what does this? How many missiles does the scriptures talk about? 200 million.
Yeah, 200 million.
200 million missiles is gonna be shot towards America, man. Believe me, Europe is gonna be a part of that, man. A part of those 200 million missiles, man. You know? So this is basically the prophecy plus the vision that John the Revelator saw. America being shot at from Europe, man. From the 10 horns, which were upon the beast. So if you go to if you can go for me to Obadiah chapter 1.
Verse 7.
Verse 7, yeah.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee, even thee, to the border, representing, you know, if you go to the first verse, as a matter of fact, go to the first verse of Obadiah, man.
God. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom. So Obadiah is talking about the Edomites, man, who are today known as the so-called white people. You know? The kings of Edom are in America, man. You know? So finish that verse and jump back to verse 7.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Exactly, and that's what's happening right now, man. All these nations are rising up against America in battle, man. You know, all these nations are rising up against Europe in battle, and spiritually, the nation of Israel is a part of that, man. That's rising up against American battle, because we are preparing our swords right now, man. We are furbishing our swords, which is the truth, and we are sharpening it, and we are spreading the truth across the four corners of the earth, because that is the preparation for the kingdom to come, man. For the angels and the elect to be beamed up and Yahushua to come back, man. Let me bring out this quick scripture. This is Saint Matthew chapter 24, Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So just like how, for example, the Black Panther Party is gathering all the guns, gathering all the supplies to basically start a revolt, a revolution. In that same way, we are gathering all the men through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, gathering all the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai by spreading this truth and sharpening our swords. We are walking towards this battle, man, which is gonna be physical, you know? That battle is gonna be physical, man. You know?
Can I say something?
Gone.
And also building up our spirits too to get us ready for the times to come. That's why in Isaiah 33 it talks about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of the times to come. And these are the times that are to come to get us ready. And this is a spiritual food, you know. And you know these people that are, you know, like Black Panthers, all right, that are gathering up weapons and stuff, man. That shit is karma.
Gone.
You know.
That is
karma.
karma.
How are you gonna fight these Edomites with their own weapons? You know, their blessing is the sword. You know.
Exactly.
So what we're doing is, you know, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, getting the men of the Lord ready. You know, by furbishing the sword. You know.
Gone. That's right, man. That's right. So go back to Obadiah.
Come. I'm on verse 7 now.
Gone. Go back to verse 7.
God. Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Gone. Read it again.
God. From the beginning.
Yeah.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Yeah, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Because, you know, America has all these allies. So eventually the allies of America is going to deceive America. And just like how Russia, just how, North Korea, China is going to shoot missiles, Iran is going to shoot missiles at America. In that same way, people that was actually doing business with America are gonna shoot missiles at that great whore too, man, at Babylon. You know? Read it again from the start. Come.
And also, you gotta understand that America's main ally is Europe.
Gone.
EU, you know?
Gone. Europe and
what they're
and
doing-
England.
Huh?
Europe, England, you know?
Yeah. And what America's doing, man, is basically, you know, pissing them off, man, and going against them because they're not trying to work a situation out where they'll be able to be out of harm's way. But America is just thinking they could just do whatever they want to, as they've been doing.
Gone. So read it again from the top. Obadiah
All the
chapter
men
1
of-
verse 7. Yeah.
Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Mm-hmm.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee
Yeah.
and prevailed against thee.
And what you do when you when you are bringing people to the border, that means you finna fight, man. You finna go to war. You know, because back in the ancient times, you know, when you had war with a bordering country, you would go to the border and fight there. And if you would prevail against them, they would flee and you would actually expand your kingdom, man. That's how the Persians became a great nation. Well, a great nation, you know, for heathens, because the real great nation that's gonna rise up is gonna be Israel. But for them, you know, for this world we living in, they became a world power. So what they did was they conquered Babylon, and in all these battles, they conquered the regions, man. So when you bring someone to the border, you finna go to war, man. So the man of that confederacy, the man you was making deals with, having merchandise with, they're gonna go to war with you, man. You know, they're gonna deceive you. Read on.
God. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
They that eat thy bread, they that do import, export with you, they are gonna lay a wound under thee. And that wound is never gonna be healed, man. Because as soon as these missiles go towards America and bomb the hell out of it, it's never gonna be restored again, man. America is gonna be desolate, and America is gonna be an habitation of devils, man.
That's right.
Read on.
There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, there's no understanding in him, because the scriptures say not even an Arabian is gonna pitch tent there. I believe it says that in Second Ezra, right? Not even the Arabian is gonna pitch. No. It's I believe it's Amos, man. Or no, it's Isaiah chapter 13. Let me look it up real quick. We're gonna go into that next. Seeing the Spirit led us towards that scripture.
God, I'm here.
You got it?
God.
So was Obadiah 1 and 7 finished?
No, it's finished. This before. So no, it's finished. Well, I should continue, but
No,
this is talking about Edom.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, because it's not going to the wise men.
Gone. You can read Isaiah chapter 13, starting with verse 17.
13 and 17?
Gone. Isaiah 13 and 17.
Gone. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not be delighted in it.
Exactly. And these Medes represent the modern day Medes, you know, the people that live in the country of the Medes right now, which is Gog and Magog, represent these Russians, man. You know, so this prophecy is concerning these Russians. You know, these Russians are not gonna they are not gonna regard silver or gold. The Most High is gonna stir up their minds, and Russia is gonna go to war with America, man. What's that scripture? Gone. Let me pull out this scripture real quick as a precept. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the mind of these kings is in the hand of the Most High anyway, man. So whatever deals Donald Trump is trying to make with Putin, you know, with his forked tongue, it's not gonna help. How much money he is gonna give him is not gonna help, because they are not gonna regard gold nor silver, man. They are gonna be out to battle. They're gonna be out for war, because the Spirit of the Most High is gonna be upon these kings, man, to fight.
I got a precept.
Gone.
This is Job 33, verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and is slumbering upon their bed, then he openeth the ear of men and sealeth their instruction.
Gone. So when man is sleeping, the Most High is instructing your mind. The Most High is basically setting up the things that you are gonna do. So that's what the Most High is gonna do with these kings, man. The Most High is gonna set it in their mind, just like how these missiles were created, like the scripture that the brother already read a few minutes ago.
54 and 16.
Isaiah 54 and 16. He created the smith. The smith was created to make this weapon of war, man. You know? that's also the spirit of the Most High entering into these men to basically
To the will of the
create
Heavenly
this
Father.
weapon, start this war, stir up the people, bring out false accusations like what they do, because that's a part of a world war, or as a war in general, man, is to basically defame your enemy, get the people of the country behind you, so they will be like, yeah, destroy them. Because if you got your own people going against you, you basically fucked up, man. You are a government standing up. If you have a table with whereof the how you call the feet of the table, not the
Legs.
feet, the legs of the
Legs.
table are not stable, man. That's gonna be a government then. So what they want to do is they want to get the people behind them first and then go to war, man. You know?
But yeah, but Yahweh Shah prophesied that if Satan is against Satan, if his
Gone.
house is divided against itself, how shall it stand?
Exactly.
And that's also happening.
Yeah.
That's the also the division of Abracadabra.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Where
Oh,
he dreamed this thing where it was talking about the statue. Right now we're at the feet, where it's clay and iron. All right.
gone. And that's also Europe, man. Europe being divided against itself, because now what you see Catalonia, which is
Yeah.
like a region of Spain. They want to be independent right now. So today I heard on the radio that the commandos, which is the special force of Spain, they want to go and basically arrest that man. I forgot his name, but he's ruling that. He's leading that revolt, basically, of independence of Catalonia. But I got the scripture that you was paraphrasing. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of man, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And that represents Europe, man, because Europe, they created the European Union.
You got
Be-
Britain.
Yeah, you got Britain stepping out. Europe created the European Union because in World War One and Two, they was fighting against themselves, man. They was fighting as neighboring countries. So they set up the European Union so that they wouldn't have war amongst each other no more. But the Most High is not with that. This is the prophecy. They are not gonna stick together. So you have gone.
Which is that Roman treaty.
Yeah, the Roman Treaty, which was in 1975, if I'm correct. And that shows you,
72, somewhere.
no, 75, I believe, or 65 even.
Okay.
And that shows you that this is the Roman Empire coming back, because what does the iron represent of the statue? The iron represents Rome, man. The iron represents the Roman Empire. So you see that the Roman Empire is still in between this society, man, this queendom. But it's mixed with miry clay, which is weak. You're gonna have weak countries in the midst of it, man. So it says, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. So this whole European Union is gonna fall apart again, man. And with that, they're gonna turn against America, man. Because you know how America is. Probably when everything is falling apart here, America wants to basically step in and handle it, like he always tries to do.
I got a scripture on that.
Gone.
This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
Gone.
So like as World War II, the same things is going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
But this time it's going to be in a much worse fashion, where there's going to be mass destruction
Gone.
that this earth has not seen before.
Yeah, man. So let's go back to Isaiah, where we left off.
God. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Exactly, because that's what happens when you have a war with nuclear missiles, man. The people ain't gonna think about the children that are in the land. Maybe some Russian children that are still. Russia is not gonna be worried about the Russian children that live in America or the Russians that live in America. They're not gonna regard them, man. You know, when these missiles are being shot, young and old, you know, free and bond, everything is gonna be destroyed, man. You know, except the elect that's within the borders of America, man. You know. Read on.
God. Verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms and beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Exactly, and if you don't know the story about Sodom and Gomorrah, you should go back to Genesis and read about it, man. The Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah with fire, man. You know, the Most High made fire come down from heaven and destroy that fucking place, man. Because it was full with faggots, man. And if you look at America, you see it's full with faggots too, man. Today I saw this, hey man, I saw this clip too much, man. Brothers was posting this clip of this faggot Lil Uzi. I don't give a fuck what his name is. And he was in New York and he was jumping around. He said, we in New York. This guy has multiple demons on himself, man. I'm telling you, this guy was jumping around. We in New York, we in New York. He said, there are a lot of...
tattoos all over his face now.
Yeah.
Shit.
He said, there are a lot of gays here. Yeah. And he started running around. And there was this man selling these sunglasses. And he jumped straight up on the table, just body slammed the table, fell on the ground, ran across the street without a t-shirt. And the guy that was filming was laughing and running behind his ass, man.
Yeah, he sounded like a damn sodomite too.
Yeah, you saw the clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounded like a damn sodomite himself, man. So that's Sodom and Gomorrah coming back again, man.
It's already been here. You got gay marriage and shit. All that, you know, abominable things that are from before.
Yeah, and
there's a video also. They found Sodom and Gomorrah, man. That place has been burnt by what is that? Sulfur?
phosphor. They said it was so pure amount of phosphor. I believe it was
like
79
94%.
79.4% phosphor. They said it's not from this planet, man. It's not from this planet. So you already know that that's the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know, I have this scripture, you know, quickly to show that Babylon is representing Edom, man. Because you got some people that say, yeah, Babylon is the Cushites, which is true. Babylon was the kingdom of the Cushites, which are the so-called Ethiopians today. But America is modern-day Babylon, the Virgin of Babylon, you know? And this is the scripture that shows you that Edom and Babylon straight up link up, man. This is Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, which are the so-called white people, because they are red, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. So when we was in Proverbs, when we went into slavery, they said, raise it. You know, they wanted destruction for our people. So verse 8, which comes straight behind it, O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. So it's basically speaking about Edom, and straight after the thing that was being said about these Edomites, they quote Babylon. because the prophecy was that America is Babylon, man. Listen, the scriptures is not gonna plainly tell you
Who's who?
America in the scriptures or Babylon is America. No, if it was that simple, you know, everyone would get it, you know. But America or the nation of these Edomites is spiritually called Babylon, man. So it says, let me read it again from verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. You know, so here you see that America is Babylon, man. You know, Edom is Babylon. You know,
That same thing's gonna happen to them too, and their children.
gone. They're gonna be
Dashed
dashed against the stones.
just
That's
like Christopher Columbus.
yeah. That's hey. They wanna celebrate the Columbus Day, right? Who raped,
Yeah.
robbed, and murdered Native Americans, dashed their children to the stones. This is what's gonna happen to them, man. This is the prophecy concerning the Edomites, you know, who spiritually represent Babylon, man. America. So go back to Isaiah.
God. Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tents there, neither shall the shepherds make their folds there.
Exactly.
Fold there.
So that was the point that we was going to. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Why? Because the Arabians, and it doesn't matter in what country you go, you will always find a doner kebab left or right. You will find a Turkish bakery left or right, or you know, a Ishmaelite store having all this. If you go to Amsterdam, you will find these kiosks, right? You know about that, Ak? These kiosks, you can buy small things there, weed paper and stuff, all that kind of bullshit. Arabs own these places, man.
Yeah.
Because if you go all the way back to the beginning, where Abraham gave the blessing, you know, Ishmael also received the blessing, man, because Abraham asked for a blessing for his son Ishmael, you know, and then the Most High said, no, but my blessing will go to Isaac. But Ishmael is going to be blessed too. He's going to have the fat of the earth, basically. You know? He's going to live fat. Which means that, like, if you go to Saudi Arabia, you have all these oil sheiks over there. You know? You got, you see them driving Lamborghinis for one day and just let the dust float upon them. So, but the point is, these Arabs, these Ishmaelites have stores everywhere. So America is gonna be so badly destroyed that not even in America, not even in America, this guy says only the truth. Saudis are not Ishmael. Come on, man. Anyway, they themselves, the Saudi Arabians themselves, they say. The Saudi Arabians themselves know that they come from Ishmael. A Berber, and now he says, just ask a Berber. A Berber, he's a foreigner, man. A Berber is a foreigner. Basically, they descend from Moors, and those are Israelites too, man. If you look at French Montana, you can see that he's not the heathen, man. Oh, French Montana, you can see he's not the heathen, man. You know, I know Berbers all around, man. There are Berbers all around here, man. You know, I grew up amongst them, so I know. Anyway, these Arabs, they have stores everywhere. But in that time when America's gonna be destroyed, ain't no stores are gonna be around, man. You know. So read on. Or wait,
That was the point.
yeah, that was the point. No, read on. It's gonna be more
Verse
clarified.
21. But
Come.
wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. Owls shall dwell there, and
Satires.
Satires shall dance there.
Yeah,
And
so
the
that's
mob,
that's what it's talking about when it's speaking about it's gonna be a habitation of devils, man, because unclean animals are gonna be in America. All kinds of unclean animals are gonna be in America, and are gonna dwell there, man. Of course, the Saudi Arabians are our enemies, man. Of course, all these heathens are our enemies. Maccabees chapter what? I believe First Maccabees chapter 2. Let me grab this real quick. Yeah, First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 10. It says, "What nation had not what nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?" Every nation had Israel for a spoil, man. So all these heathens are our enemies, and all these heathens are gonna go into captivity, man. When the kingdom of Yasharahla, Israel is gonna stand up, all these heathens are gonna go into captivity, man. You know? And Esau and the Saudi Arabians are not Esau, man. That's nonsense. So that's your doctrine. I already know now. So like we said, it's gonna be inhabited by devils. That's all these animals, man. These animals are gonna inhabit America. America is gonna be their dwelling place, man. They're gonna have a whole country for themselves, you know, which is gonna be a desert. Read on.
verse 22. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragon in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Her time is near to come. And the funny thing is, these Edomites, they know it themselves, man. Not these low-life Edomites, but the higher-ups, man. These elites, they know about it. You know, these elites is watching all the prophecies coming to pass. These elites is checking out the man teaching in the highways and byways, and they know that time is up, man. You know, because he know that he had but a short time, like the scriptures say. You know, so
I got a scripture.
what you got?
Jeremiah 51.
Jeremiah 51:1.
Gone.
Okay, I had it in my hand too, man. So yeah, bring it out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
Yeah, a destroying wind, man. That's why when you read Revelation chapter 7, it's gonna speak about the four winds of the earth, man, which represent the destruction that's gonna come upon America, man. But then the angels gonna hold back the winds and seal the servants upon their foreheads, man, which is happening right now, man. The men are being marked that sigh and cry for the abomination in this earth, man. So the elect is being sealed right now. So when the destruction is gonna come from countries like Europe, or continent like Europe, Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, Syria, they're gonna shoot missiles at America, man. You know, and that's gonna be a destroying wind. Read on.
Because right now, also you got the four archangels that are holding back those destroying winds, which is the nuclear missiles, until the elect are sealed up. You know, as it speaks in Revelation. You know.
Okay.
So continue.
Yep.
Verse 2. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yeah, man. Because, and what does it mean to fan? When something is on fire and you fan it, you're gonna make the fire even more, man. So there are gonna be nations round about. They're gonna raise up the fire of America even more, man. You know, that's those nukes. And the guy on the comment board is saying like America's gonna be destroyed with UFOs from the Most High. That's true, also, man.
That's chariots.
That's also true. But you gotta realize that the Most High has set up these kings of the earth to create the wasted to destroy, which are these nuclear missiles, man. You know? Read on.
Continue.
Yeah, and they shall be against her round about. Read on, verse 3.
Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his
Brigandine.
brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Exactly. So what's happening is these nations are bending the bow. You know, bending the bow, which the arrow represents the nuclear missiles that are gonna be shot, man. These nations are gonna shoot at America, and her land is gonna be desolate, man. Let me bring out this quick precept. Isaiah chapter 9. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior, this is for you, only the truth. You know? Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You know, so this war that's coming, this World War III, which is going to be fought, is not going to be fought with confused noise. Like back in the days, you had horses, you had chariots, you had battle voices, like people going to war, swords clashing against each other. What?
You're screaming.
Yeah, you had the catapults, castles being blown up and shit. That's what you had. Even in this modern day war, you had it being fought with guns, tanks, blowing the shit up. But this is just gonna be with fire and fuel of fire, man. So there's gonna be something that's gonna be burned, and you're gonna have the thing that's gonna burn it, man. And the thing that's gonna burn the hell out of America is are these nuclear missiles, man. You know, and the people that gonna be burned is America. You know. So read on in Jeremiah 51.
Verse 4. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power.
Yeah, and that's what these Christians be teaching, right? These Christians be saying like, yeah, Israel is no more. You know, these Israelites was destroyed by the Most High. We are the spiritual Israelites right now. That's what these Christians be saying, man. You know, that false doctrine. The scriptures say, for Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power. Read on.
Of the Lord of hosts, though her land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Yeah, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. So it is the time to turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and get rid of this Babylonian juice, man. You gotta get off that Babylonian juice, man. It's gonna make you throw up. And the Most High is gonna put destruction upon you, man. If you stay in this mind state, man. You know? This is the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. Like the scripture in Sirach says. Let me grab it real quick. Because you got men, they see that all these things are coming to pass, and what they are doing is they basically waiting until, you know, they are comfortable enough to turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. But this is what the scriptures say. Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh, and put not off from day to day. So don't wait to turn unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Don't put off from day to day. Don't read the Bible today and then you wait like 2-3 weeks and then you finna read the Bible again. It doesn't work like that, man. Don't put off from day to day. And put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, which we just read that we are in the day of vengeance, man. We are in the time of vengeance. This is the time wherein Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna return and put judgment upon the people, man. You know. So read
I
on.
think I got scripture.
Okay.
This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. So lucky. Verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
Go on, break it down.
So we're supposed to find the Lord while he may be found, meaning, while the men that are out there on the highways and hedges preaching the word of the Most High, you should be hearkening onto what the Heavenly Father is saying.
Gone.
And Yahweh Shem Yahushai will have mercy upon thee, and and pardon you for your mistakes,
Gone.
and bring you back into the fold.
Gone.
To receive salvation.
I got a scripture. Wait, was it finished in Yeah, read on in Jeremiah 51.
God. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Quote the verse.
Huh?
Quote the verse where you are.
Oh, yeah. Jeremiah 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul, but not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore the nations are mad.
Exactly, and that goes back to the scripture where we basically started off with, which is that whore that's holding that golden cup full of abominations, man. Let me grab it real quick. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So that's so here you see again that Babylon represents America, man, because this whore which represents America has this full a golden cup full of abominations, which we spoke about, all these false doctrines, these philosophies, these fake religions, and the earth is being defiled with the ways, man, with this Babylon juice, which is in that cup. You even got Saudi Arabia now that allows women to drive vehicles and stuff. Everything is getting more loose and loose. You got bitches with their head covered in the Middle East twerking on YouTube, man. All this type of nonsense is the effect of America's ways, man. We often say Holland is baby Babylon, but actually all the countries round about America is baby Babylon, man, because every country gets of that Babylon juice,
That's right.
Read on.
God. It's lucky. Hold on. Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be
Yeah, so Babylon is suddenly falling because the destruction of Babylon, of America, is gonna be as a thief in the night, man. That's why if you don't prepare, prepare now, without seeing things happening, even though you see things happening right now, if you don't prepare now, basically you're gonna be too late, man, because the Most High will come as a thief in the night. If a thief would tell you, listen, I see you have a lot of fancy things in your house. You know what? Tomorrow around 8 o'clock, I'm gonna break into your house. You're gonna be prepared for it. You're gonna stand there with a baseball bat ready to knock his ass out, man. But that's not how the Most High is gonna come, man. The Most High is gonna come as a thief in the night. That's how America is gonna be destroyed, man. You know? When they think they are secure, there's gonna be this sudden destruction is gonna fall upon them, man. You know? So let's go to
Revelation chapter 18.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. Yeah.
Salakia.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. So that's what's happening right now, man. You see Russia, you see the North Korea, and in the future, Iran, and in the future, even Europe is gonna turn against America. What we read about in Revelation chapter 17, man. Was it 17? Yeah, Revelation 17.
Verse 16.
That the 10 horns is gonna lay a wound upon America, man. So assembly of great nations is gonna rise up against America from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So the arrows represent the nuclear missiles. The nuclear missiles are going to be shot against America, and none is going to turn in vain, man. Meaning all these missiles are going to hit their target. All these missiles are going to land where the Most High wants them to land, man. You know? All these missiles are going to land where the Most High wants them to land. Give me quick Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter, I believe it's 39. Ezekiel 39, verse 2. Read this for me real
Ezekiel
quick.
chapter 39, verse 2. And I will turn thee back and leave but the sixth part of thee. And will
Yeah,
cause
this is talking about Russia. I will turn thee back and leave the sixth part of thee, which represents 1/6 part of the army of these Russians is gonna stay in America, in Russia, and basically defend the country. A sixth part of the army. The rest is gonna go to battle, man. You know, which the battle is gonna be gathered in the valley of Yehoshaphat, man, the valley of Jehoshaphat. You know, read on.
God. And I will turn thee back and leave but the sixth part of thee, and will cause thee to come up from the north parts.
Yeah, this is the northern country what it was talking about, man. It's talking about Russia. Read on.
And will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand, and will cause thine arrows to fall out of thy right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt fall upon the mountain of Israel.
Yeah, so the Most High is gonna smite the bow out of their hand and smite the arrows out of their hand, because the Most High is gonna be in power of this bow, man, of this device. Putin can press in like, I want this missile to go to Washington, D.C., but if the Most High guides that missile towards New York City, then it's gonna go there, man. And if another missile is gonna go there, this is gonna cause all these missiles to go straight where they need to land, man. You know, where the Most High wants them to land. And they are not gonna bump into each other and explode in midair, man. Like I just read in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9, man. So that was it, Ak. You can grab Psalms 7 and 12. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and 9. For lo, I I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And the mighty expert man, he is gonna have the strength in his arms to basically stretch out this arrow so hard that it's not gonna go off course, man. It's gonna be straight and it's gonna hit his target, man. That's how these arrows is gonna be. You know? Verse 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil, America. And all that spoil her shall be satisfied, said Yahweh, because ye were glad. Yeah, everyone that is gonna spoil America is gonna be satisfied, because America is a pain in the ass, man. Give me that in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, real quick. Proverbs 29 and 2.
This is Proverbs 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So the wicked is ruling right now, and the people is mourning, man. You know, America's ruling, so the people is mourning. It's because it's being ruled in wickedness, man. You know, so when the righteous are gonna be in authority, which is gonna be the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Yasharahla, then the people, even these heathens, are gonna be happy, man. You know, because the earth is gonna be ruled in righteousness. And not only the earth, multiple planets in the galaxy, man, is gonna be inhabited. You know? So that's why the scripture in Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 10 says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil, all that spoil her shall be satisfied, said Yahweh, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifers, as the heifer at grass, and below as bulls. You know, America has grown fat of what? Of slavery, you know, drug trading, you know, and basically locking up our people, and saying that we are the cause. We don't have planes, we don't have ships. How does the drugs get into the country? You know, and it started in the early 1890s, man. You know,
In the 80s.
In the 80s, yeah.
You know, because, well, it wasn't in the 70s too, but it was mainly in the 80s when a lot of things changed, you know, when they started cooking crack.
Yeah. But who brought the crack?
Started cooking crack.
Who brought the crack? Who brought the poppy leaves, the cocaine plants in America, man? That was the government. The government.
Brought straight cocaine over to Americas.
Exactly. That was the government themselves, man. Yeah. You know, so they have grown fat mainly off of us, man. Mainly off of us. This is verse 12. This is the point. Your mother shall be sore confounded. And who's the mother of America? The mother of America is England, man. You know, and if you look up the word confounded, it means to be ashamed, man. So your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. You know, so there's gonna come a point in time that England, which is a part of Europe, is gonna be ashamed of America, man. You know, and even England is gonna shoot missiles at America then. You know, because England is part of the 10 horns. Because of the wrath, verse 13, because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. You know, when you hiss at a certain person, you are basically you finna throw up looking at the person, man. That's how these nations are gonna look at America, man, because it's full of abominations, man. So Khan, I bring out
I got Psalm 7 and 12.
Yeah, bring out Psalms.
Psalm 7 and 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready.
Mm-hmm.
He went also prepared for him the instrument of death.
Yeah, the instrument of death, which is the nuclear missile, man. That is the thing that has been prepared by Yahweh Shemel Shai, and that is what's gonna be used in this World War III, which is coming, man. And just like how we started off this video, this live feed, Europe is not happy, man. Europe is not happy by the ways Donald Trump is putting all these sanctions out, man. You know, even Europe. I read this article. Europe is not down with the sanctions being put up on Russia, man. You know, America's basically putting Europe in danger. So what happens when a country feels threatened? He's gonna defend himself. He's gonna eliminate the thing that is threatening him. You know, so that's what's gonna happen, man. That's gonna be Europe against America, man. Together with all the other countries that are gonna, you know, be at war with America, man. So we finna close up. Do you have a last scripture?
God. This is Revelations chapter 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Yeah, she shall be utterly burnt with fire, next to the famine that's gonna come in the land first, because before this destruction is gonna come upon America, you're gonna have multiple things before, man. You know, you're gonna have the famine. You're gonna have the famine of the word, which is the truth, which it's not gonna be brought out anymore. Then you're gonna have the microchip, the RFID chip, which is being pushed heavy right now. And I just saw the Apostle Tahar bringing out a video about athletes are being forced to take the chip now, or athletes are the chip, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, is being pushed upon these athletes now, man. You know, so this vibration of this NFC, aka RFID chip, whatever you want to call it, is being brought out there, man. You know.
Can I say something?
Can't wait. And even today on the radio here in Holland, they was nicely talking on the radio, saying like, yeah, this and that. What about the cashless society? What do you think about it? Just talking, chatting about it, man. They was just chatting about it. Like, yeah, it's gonna be kind of cool, you know. All this cash, you don't have to worry about getting robbed anymore. So they really want to make you feel comfortable about this topic, you know. But this topic only is going towards this RFID chip being pushed, man. So you got multiple things that have to come before this destruction of America, man. And that's what we are waiting for. And the only thing that we can do is bring out this truth, man. Because that's gonna speed up the prophecies, you know? What do you want to say, Ak?
And also, they're snatching up homeless people and bringing them to FEMA camps and getting them chipped.
Yeah, man.
But people don't realize it because ain't nobody gonna go talk to no bum.
Gone.
You know?
That's that oppressing sword, man.
Gone.
Read on.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall burn utterly. She shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her.
Exactly. And the scriptures say the destruction of America is gonna come and be in 1 hour, man. In 1 hour, America is gonna be completely destroyed. So you know, hey, this thing is gonna be quick. This thing is gonna be over with quick, man. You know. Read on. You there?
Okay.
Gone. Read on.
And the kings of the earth
Bugging out. Hey. Satan's bugging out again.
Hello?
Yeah, man. Hey, the stream went offline and shit. Anyway, finish it.
Read it again.
the kings of the earth. Yeah.
What they?
You know, hey, happy that this came at the end, man. Let me bring out the last scripture because the internet is bugging out, man. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. You know, so that's what we are doing, man. We are proclaiming war amongst the heathen, man. We are proclaiming these wars to come. We are proclaiming the prophecies that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has set up, which will not go out void, man. We are bringing those things out and waking up the mighty man, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak are the weak gonna say I am strong now because of the nuclear capability, man. The nuclear capability is gonna cause the weak to say I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, in the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, which means Yahweh his judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You know, and that's what's happening right now. Europe is gathering. You know, something is gonna happen. Europe is gonna fall apart. Europe is gonna be angry against America. You got Russia coming in. You know, you got America putting sanctions upon Russia. You know, you got Europe not being down with that thing. That, you know, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh, double honors to the